Is this nacho taco?
Princess the Bear here. Today we're sitting in Disney's Magic Kingdom because it was time to return to
Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn Café.
Yes, I hear the dinner bell because the menu has changed here and it's your number one choice of food infotainment. We're here to investigate so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I got a river to sell you.
It's time to foodie and chill. I'm going to call this the newest vegan option at Pecos Bill because the nachos are the newest option at Pecos Bill. The great thing about this is that it comes with almost everything that comes on the meatball bowl, except you don't have the meatballs and you don't have the red chili sauce, which you could get on the side if you really wanted. I did not. Everything else is right here. The beans, pico de gallo, and then the beautiful crema that I love so much. They actually have a button on the register to sub out the crema, the queso for the crema, so you can easily make this vegan without having to like mess with a coordinator. I love that Pecos Bill is so great about like modifying things for anyone, everyone. Allergies, no allergies, whatever. So I got a fork because I'm a princess. I'm gonna grab this chip here. I'm gonna dig this chip in, and I'm digging this chip in, and I'm forking some toppings here. I commit to this bite mistake. Me and this nacho dish had a moment. It was a beautiful moment. Fireworks went off in my mouth. Crema went everywhere. Not really. The pico de gallo was amazing. The pinto beans just kind of melted in my mouth. This is beautiful. I think if there was like a fresh squeezed lime that I could throw on this, that would be the only thing that would plus it up. It really does not need anything else. I wish that more places around Disney property could just do nachos like this, where you just have like a crema of some kind where you can just scoop it all up on there. I love this. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5 nachos. I would say if you do not want alt meats, but you still want to come here, try the nachos instead of that meatball bowl.
Who'd have thunk that after all this time, Magic Kingdom would start to be the more progressive of the four parks when it came to vegan food. Just recently, this last week, we went and got the new Hearts of Palm roll over Columbia Harbor House. Now we have this nachos that can be easily modified. We've come here a lot since they added these sort of bowls to the menu, and before you had to ask for the modifications, and there was some jiggling back and forth, some touchscreen Tetris had to do to get it to work. Now they just have simple buttons. If Pecos Bill could be inclusive in its old Western sort of vibe, what is the rest of your excuses? I really don't feel like you have one. And no, I'm not talking about the food. But we're going to go ahead and scoop up some of the crema, some of the beans, and we're going to use the chips as utensils as the Old West meant for it to be. Cowboy style. Yeah, bean. As the quality of the food has increased, not only in Frontierland, but Pecos Bill as a whole, so has my joy about being in this park. It is usually a hard sell for us to come to Magic Kingdom. One, because there's no bar yet. Two, because food options, were not great. Pecos Bill is on board. Columbia Harbor House is on board, especially with how delicious this tastes. The beans, the crema, a little bit of little sprinkle of the seasoning on top with the pico de gallo. There's really no reason for Starlight Rays to still be over there in the Stone Age when it's supposed to be the future. Tomorrowland, it does not feel like. But this is the flavors of the future, but in the Old West. I'm not making any sense, but I don't have to. 4.25 out of 5 points. nachos, not mine, but nachos with these nachos here at Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn Cafe. That's as much of a mouthful as these bowls look like. You have the recently changed citrus chipotle chicken with pico de gallo on here. You have the same beans that make it into most bowls, and then a chipotle queso as well, just doubling down on the queso, because you know what they say, if you're gonna shoot once, might as well shoot twice. I don't know who says that, but it sounded right. For those of you who are spice sensitive and you're wondering if it is in fact spicy, seeing as you get both chipotle chicken and chipotle queso, the answer would be no. If I were to give it a spice rating, it would be a negative 0.25 on the spice scale. I think the tip of my tongue tingles, mainly because I bit it 2 days ago, so it's still cut, and not necessarily because there's any spice to be detected at all. You do get the flavor, that like smokiness of chipotle in the queso, so I think that helps. The citrus chicken is actually a nice surprise. The chicken here, previous to like the menu revamp over a year ago now, was awful. Now it's juicy, flavorful. You're getting that hit of citrus in the chicken. It's sort of like making its way through the bowl. It helped with like the acidity of like the pico de gallo on top. That is delicious chicken. Now, there have been some missteps because they still have that cherry Coca-Cola beef here that is, well, god-awful unless you like all your food covered in Doritos. And if you do, I'm not judging, but it's not great. This chicken, however, is wonderful. Coming here, I was kind of on the fence. I'm like, nachos? We're going to have nachos for dinner? But, you know, we do this for you guys. Now, maybe we should have come a little bit sooner. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
I purchased this rice to put on top of my nachos so that I had more of like the vegan bowl, so that really all I'm missing is the meatballs and the red sauce. So let's go ahead and throw some on here. I'm not going to put a lot, but I don't know if this is going to make a difference or not. I don't really know anybody that puts rice on their nachos. Please tell me in the comments if you've ever put rice on your nachos or if you think that's weird. Ooh, this chip is falling apart. Well, I guess I'm going to have to use my pork utensils. This is a fail. All right, here we go. Nacho sandwich. Nacho. Actually, surprisingly, the rice pluses up the bowl. I might donate the rest of my rice for Bear's bowl because, yes, it's a vibe. It's a total vibe. 4.75 out of 5 bowls.
Loading it up like a train car in Magic Kingdom, you know, until they close the train route again. But sometimes, just sometimes, and this is not a Magic Kingdom specific thing, you just got to do it yourself. They won't give it to you. Add it. I'll admit my expectations were low on what that would add to the bowl. With that little hit of cilantro on the rice, what it adds to the texture and sort of like the hardness of the bowl overall, you feel like you're getting a complete meal. Is it approaching the bowls you could just order normally? Yes, but you're getting nacho chips instead. I like it. I'm raising the rating to a 4.5 out of 5 plus. It's delicious. So, the princess is going to add the rice. I may as well add a little rice. Now, this may be your foodie hack because we both ordered our own separate bowls and then we ordered one side of rice. It's split between the two of us. And then we have just a little bit extra for a little bit of extra flavor and customization to our meal here. Chips starting to get so soggy, I just need the fork now. I have gone on a disrespectful tirade several times on this channel about how American Tex-Mex is all different forms of the same food. A taco is a taco, a burrito is a wrapped taco, a quesadilla is a sideways flattened taco, nachos is just a shredded taco with crunchy tortilla instead of soft. But it's good. It's good. I'm giving this one a 4.75 out of 5 claws. This literally is the way. If you find me in the Old West, in a corner, eating on my nachos, come say hi. But don't judge me for all the stuff all over my face.
I mainly got this drink for Bear because he loves everything frozen. It is Minute Maid though, so that's not his favorite type of drink, but when in Magic Kingdom, it's basically like a liquid version of the frozen, like Minute Maid strawberry, like push pop thingies that you can get at the like carts and stuff. It's very sugary for me. That's probably going to be the only sip that I take. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 lemonades. It's more sugar water to me than lemonade, which, I don't know, maybe that's like a nostalgia thing. That's not for me.
Magic Kingdom, Pecos Bill, and all the other quick service eateries in this magical park, I'm going to put you on game. If you're not going to serve alcohol here, and I know that I have been asking and begging and pleading for 7, 8, 9 years now for that to happen. I know that it's never going to happen, but I gotta ask anyway. Give us mocktails, you know? Give us a mocktail bar. I'll do mocktails here all day. I don't need alcohol. Alcohol needs me. I will happily do a craft soda, something other than Minute Maid drinks. Minute Maid does not feel like the frontier to me. It feels like the worst parts of civilization. But when you freeze it and you put some flavor in it, I may be willing to forgive that point. At least until I realize I'm drinking frozen syrup. But that's to be expected. It's a typical Magic Kingdom slushie. Nothing that's going to be able to write home about, but it's either this or fountain drinks. You see what I chose. 3 out of 5 plus. We keep coming here thinking they're telling tall tales about the quality of the food. Each time we're wrong.
I still want them to retheme it. But I like the nachos. The nachos are a nice addition.
They are. And yes, we do want to retheme. Give us Tiana's Place.
Please.
Give us Tiana's Place. Give us Tiana's Place. Either way, I don't know what you guys think. I know that Pecos Bill has been the bane of the existence of Frontierland for a long time, but we feel like it's turned a corner, like they found their own special little gold.
Yeah.
And we know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you're going to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will yeet himself into Tiana's Foods, since he doesn't have Tiana's Place.
I live in the bayou now. Put your hood to go.